Welcome back to the Skid Factory. This is my Toyota Crown GS130. It's got a 2-litre 6-cylinder 1G GZE. It is a 7-seater JDM cruiser. It hasn't always looked like this. It was once nicknamed the Binchook from Alan and Friends until now, where it's been transformed into a beautiful swan. Today on the Skid Factory, we're painting my Crown. Welcome back to the panel beating factory. Behind me is my Crown. Oh, well, pretty much what's left of my 1987 GS130. It's a bit of an exploded view at the moment. Got the bonnet over there, all the doors, the tailgate. This has been a project. It's one of those goner projects, one of those, I'm gonna get around to doing this. I bought this about 5 years ago, pretty much when we kind of started the Skid Factory with massive plans. It ended up sitting outside Al's house for a little while. I then stashed it under the mango tree, and recently it's been stashed behind my boat under the deck, just sitting there kind of rotting away until about 6 months ago when I decided I'm going to finally do some work to it. So it's been one of those jobs where it's been on and off on the weekends here and there, a couple of nights with a few lemon squashes. Panel beater Mark has spent a ton of time on this thing with me. We've repaired a bit of rust in, stuff like around in the fuel flap area, bottom of the quarter, just a few little bits and pieces here. It's one of those, it was just going to be a closed door, quick respray, make it look nice, but I ended up chasing rust everywhere. Which brings me to here, we're down at MJB Bodyworks, and my mate Andy here has kindly agreed to paint this over the weekend. So it's currently Friday night. We've got to get this thing rubbed back in primer. Is that the plan? Primer tonight?
Primer tonight, paint tomorrow.
Rubbed back, primer tonight, come back tomorrow, which is Saturday, paint it tomorrow. It is a two-tone. It was meant to be just a quick closed door respray. Now it's turned into everything, doors off, everything. So I've never done this before. This is a massive job. Hats off to anyone who's A, stripped a car and put it back together, but B, stripped the car and painted it, because this is huge. I have spent countless hours overnight and with panel beater Mark getting this thing ready to where it is now, and it's still not even halfway done. So massive weekend ahead of us, and bring you along for the ride. Yeah. Updates ahoy, we've got the car now rubbed back, everything's all ready to go basically to get in the booth. You can see where some of the repairs were done, so like a repair patch of rust up in here and down in the fuel filler area, little ding fills. So ready to go in the booth. Andy has got everything in here ready to be masked up and rubbed down with some wax and grease or solvent, whatever they use, I don't know. Disclaimer, I'm not a painter, I'm just an avid enthusiast, so you can laugh at my skills as much as you want, but I'm still getting the job done. I've got to rub that back too. That's got to be body colour. That's easy, we'll do that. You got no idea what you're doing either. What am I doing here then? I've also just ordered some burgers. It's currently 20 past 9, so late night dinner. I assume we'll be out of here later on tonight and then back here tomorrow. Andy said his mate Al was going to come and lend a hand too, so stoked on that. Well, pay him to work and help out, so get it done. Alright, so that's 3 layers of primer on there. This is a like filler primer, is that what it is? High build prime. Yep. So looking good, matches my hair, nice grey colour. It's actually so funny seeing you work, even just masking the stuff up. Obviously this is your day-to-day job. You're so quick compared to I'm just real slow trying to do it. And even when you're painting, like walking around the other room with all the bumpers and stuff, I would have knocked over everything. Or tripping over the hose. Oh yeah, you're a gun. Yeah. And stoked to see it now in primer because it starts to like.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah. So it's just clicked over 12 o'clock. Massive afternoon, massive night, and big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Thanks heaps, bro. All right, we'll check in tomorrow. Yee! Saturday morning. Andy's been here since 7:30. I slept in because I had to import some footage, so I was here a bit later. And now we're doing the doors. Andy just said we're halfway there painting the whole car. Let's do the inside of the doors and the tailgate. So I've just done all this in Scotch Brite. We're doing the door rails. Morning, Andy.
Oh, hello, mate.
How are you?
Oh, a bit tired, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
A couple of cups of coffee, we'll get there.
So it was 8 hours last night, and then we've got another, how long do you reckon today?
Hopefully aiming for about 5-6 o'clock.
All right, sweet. So what time do we start drinking lemon squash?
About 3.
About 3, all right, wicked. And this is Al, how are you, mate?
Not bad, how are you?
Good, good. So Al's helping out too, and we're gonna smash this out. And this thing's gonna turn out pretty wicked, if I must say. I'm so stoked to see everything coming together now. Coming in to see the car, all the primer set, everything, even seeing it in grey, I'm like, oh, hey, maybe we should paint it a different colour. And to be honest, I probably could paint it anything I want right now. I suggested to Andy maybe a Mazda 3 red or something. No, I wouldn't go. There's no auto selling. Anyway, we've got a lot of work to do, and then lay down some colour later on today. Hey everybody! Hey Andy, can you blow me quickly? Oh, runs like a dream, would you? Look at that. So, that's the block down all done. All in the doors, tailgate area, roof guards, and backing it into the booth. All of the guards, the bonnet, the bumpers, everything's been done. Huge thanks to Al. Al, you're a legend. Thanks for coming around, man. You saved us so much time. So what's the plan now? Get these in the booth, solvent, mask, paint?
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yes, down home stretch.
Home stretch. What time are we going home tonight?
Not 12.
Not 12. Sweet as. So now mask it up. So solvent, rub it down, mask it up, and then paint it all. And then get it painted. Keen as. Pretty much ready to go in this room now. Everything's been masked off, everything's wiped down with solvent. So we are doing like the insides of the doors too, which is pretty cool. I am stoked on that. Everything's ready to go in this room as of now. Then I've got to change up. Sorry, I've got to let the air out of these tyres, and he's just rubbing down the car now with solvent. One last thing I actually just remembered too, which I had to dig in the car, the washer nozzles. I forgot about them. So I had to take all the masking off. I had them stashed on the dash. I'm just gonna pull the valve stems out of all the 4 wheels, let the air right out of the tyres, so it just goes down at least another 100 mil or so. Better reach for better coverage. So just gonna do that now, and then we're ready to lay down some paint. I'm super keen. Ghostbusters are in town. That's that, you put a new shield on, did you? Yeah, nice. So that connects to the airline, and you get, is that just from compressor air into your mask?
Yeah, filtered air.
Filtered air through your mask, yeah, sweet.
There's a small filter in there.
Oh, nice. That's pretty snazzy, eh?
Yeah.
Good one. Which side are you going in first?
I'll do the doors. Do
the doors first? Yeah, wicked. All right, so we've got a primer mixed up, a white primer, which is going to go down first. That is going to cover, you coming in? That is going to cover all little spots that have accidentally gone back to bare metal, which is what happens when you sand them back. So stuff like that. Sweet as.
Any little run throughs.
Yep.
Give us a nice.
We didn't have to rub it back after this, though, do we? No. Yeah, cool. All right. Whew. I'm gonna be worried then. All right, I'm gonna set this up in the corner and do a time lapse. Tell me that I'm doing it wrong. The time is 12:30 a.m. It's Saturday and we got it done. That's the final layer of clear on, and this thing is looking shmicko. Absolutely stoked with this. It's looking so good. Look at this thing, man. It is so good. The dark silver, the gold, the champagne looks so nice. Bonnet shmicko. Also both sides too, so under bonnet. And all the bumpers and everything have turned out so nice. And he's done cleaning his gun. Yeehaw! What a man. What an absolute man. Look at this stuff. Look at that colour. So good. It is 12:30 at night. Andy's been here for, it's like 18 hours now. So absolute madman, absolute legend. Can't thank you enough, man. Seriously, you're absolutely frothing This just looks so good. I'm so stoked. Oh man, like I'm speechless. This is just so good. Absolutely frothing. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight, and I'm back here on Monday to put everything back together. So stay tuned, and we'll see the car kind of half complete. Monday morning, Andy came in on the Sunday, and he's done all the door black here. So basically, when the doors are closed, you see this line here, and you can still see a tiny gap in between. So I thought, let's do the whole thing so it all looks uniform. And now we're ready to pull all this masking off, get it back out, hang the doors on. I've got all the door rubbers today too, so I've got to hang the doors, tailgate, bonnet, everything back on the car. Al mentioned put the door rubbers on so that when the door closes, it's not going to clash with anything. There's like door strikers, door locks, lots of stuff to go on. But seriously, it looks so good. Morning, Al. Morning. How are ya? Good. It's just beautiful. This pearl is just so nice. So now it's Monday. Does that mean the hourly rate like triples now or what? Absolutely. All right, so get this all off now, and we're over next putting the doors on next door, are we? Yep. Somewhere? We'll take around a panel shop, you can hang the doors. And yeah, sweet. Awesome. All right, stay tuned for a time lapse of me with my tongue out hanging the doors. Beautiful. Oh, there's a muffler. Is that a new racing bucket seat? Yeah. Closing to the end of the day, and I've got the car all finished now, back together, gaps, well finished, lol, back together as in doors on, bonnet and guards are on. This thing is looking absolutely amazing. I'm so frothing. Well, check out the little Japanese sticker still there. I don't know where the rubbers are. How's that? You pull a car apart and then you forget where all the rubbers are. I have put stainless steel bolts on everywhere that I can. So stuff like the doors, stainless steel, 8mm bolts, and the guards have got 6mm bolts. So gapped all the doors. Matt told me the tip, so start from the back, and unless it's had a quarter change, which it hasn't, so start from the back, that's never going to change. Gap from the back, gap the front door, and then the guards on. For a 1987 Toyota, the gaps are actually pretty good. Matt pointed out, you know, you get old cars, everything's all over the place, so this thing is looking schmicko, and I'm so stoked. I've still got to get the bonnet rubbers on there. So this is basically what it's going to be like just for the tow truck now to get home. And I am so stoked. This is like, it's all come together as I wanted it, and it looks so schmicko. These guys in the meantime have resprayed like 5 cars today. Well, not resprayed, but finished off. 5 cars or 6 cars? 6, yeah, damn. Such fast workers, it's crazy. And I'm just here plodding along. But I'm so stoked now, it's sick, it's looking schmicko, can't wait to get it back, and I've got so many trims and clips and so much stuff to go back on this car, so this is like the biggest job that I've undertaken by far when it comes to panel work. It's just crazy. So stay tuned until when I'm back in my garage with a million pieces, bolting everything back together. It's been a couple of months since we had the crown painted, and we're back in the mold dungeon, slowly piecing this thing back together, but it's such a massive job I don't even know where to start. I've just been busy polishing, painting, getting things organised, ready to go back in, painted a couple of things here and there. The bumpers are ready to go back on, but I'm not going to put on just yet because I know that I will end up scratching them. Rando KDM. I've removed the AC evaporator from the front of the dash. I've had that cleaned and tested. The rear one was okay, so I'm going to leave that one. Some wheels I had laying around, chucked them on there. I've removed the springs to make them fit. Not too sure what I'm going to do yet with suspension and or wheel sizes. I've taken some measurements and going to kind of piecing some things together. All the glass is still out of the car, got to get that done. There's so much to do. I've just had a care package arrive from Car Builders, so we're going to put a bunch of sound deadening stuff in there. Even though it's a Crown and it has got nice acoustics in the vehicle, I still want to make it better. I have to say a huge thanks to Andy from MJB Bodyworks, Andy, Matt, Al, the team there. Andy's a gun. I can't believe, man, you put so many hours into this thing, and I'm so thankful. I'm so stoked with the outcome. Matt also did say, disclaimer, this is not the kind of work that he does in the workshop. They are a smash repair panel beater. They don't want to restore your 1987 Toyota Crown because that's not the work they do. But if you've got a smashed up Mazda 3 with hail damage, he's your man. Thanks again for watching. As I said, I don't know when this episode's going to come out, so please bear with me. It might be maybe another episode on the Crown next week. It might be something totally random like a broken mower. I'm not too sure. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.